Hey guys, the Bot Builder is back, and welcome to another episode of Robot Wars Omega in your house. And well, what a special one we have as well. This is the second year channel anniversary. We had the last In Your House event, we had the 300 sub special, we saw Roadkill trounce Yin and Yang 2, we saw Iron Ore 5 make it into the Series 3 qualifiers, and we saw new tag team champions in the Hart Foundation. But we even saw Endgame overcome the odds and win the 20 Robot Rumble to become the #1 contender for the Ultimate Challenge Championship. But now, only a couple months later, and the 2-year anniversary for my channel is here, and this is the second In Your House event, Slammiversary. And what a show we have for you as well. We're going to kick off with an Ultimate Challenge title match. Roadkill will take on Endgame. Endgame fought for a grueling 20 Robot Rumble, but they're ready to take on Roadkill and see if the game can take out the Blood Moon of Roadkill. We also have a tag team terror title match between the Hart Foundation and the Toxic Family. The Toxic Family, Toxic Crusader and Corrosive 2 are hoping to become the first ever 2-time tag team champions in televised Robot Wars Omega history. But the Hart Foundation, they're a new team, they're a strong team, and they're hoping to prevent that. Speaking of the Toxic Family, their new young up-and-comer Acidic will take on Slicer. Both those machines are 1-0. Can they kick off their streaks and make it go even further, or will one of them go 1-1? And the main event, we're going to say farewell to a legend in Grated Carrot as it takes on its sequel, Grated Carrot Requiem, in its last ever Robot Wars Omega fight. It's going to be an emotional night, it's going to be a chaotic night, but all I know is that it's definitely going to be a night. That's guaranteed. So let's just jump right into it for our first match. This match is for the Ultimate Challenge Championships. Coming in first, the Ultimate Challenge Champions and number 2 seeds, Roadkill! Oh yes, here is Roadkill, the Ultimate Challenge Champions. A great pusher this machine is. They're invertible, low ground clearance. The longest reigning Ultimate Challenge Champion this machine is. They've held it for ages now, at least over 100 days, which is, well, longer than anybody else. Can they defend it here against Endgame? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, of course, Roadkill has had a lot of history of the Ultimate Challenge Championships. In their first title match, they fought Rapid, where they foolishly drove in the pit. But they got a match at Robomania, which they came out on top, and they've been clinging on to that Ultimate Challenge Championship ever since. They recently beat Yin and Yang 2 in the 300 sub special, but Endgame is a different kind of beast. And their opponents, the Mayhem Champion, the number 3 seeds, the winner of the 20 Robot Rumble, Endgame! Oh yes, here is Endgame, the challengers, winners of the 20 Robot Rumble, and you can see how it's such a destructive vertical spinner, and in combination with that nice low wedge, this is probably going to be the machine to beat Roadkill in my opinion. The spinner is incredibly powerful, it can self-right incredibly well, 4-wheel drive, a great pusher, a destructive spinner. Honestly, this is the game I don't want to play, but this is the game Roadkill has to play, and honestly, I think it will be Roadkill's endgame right here. And in the Core Patrol Zone for this Ultimate Challenge title match, we have Toxic Seahorse with that devilish axe and hammer, as well as Matilda with her flipping tusks and rear flywheel. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. So here we go, the Ultimate Challenge Championship. This is going to be an awesome fight in my opinion, between two really good machines. They both grand finalists of Series 2, they've never fought each other before. Of course, Roadkill and Endgame, they were both in the grand finals, and they both did very well. But look at this, Endgame trying to come with a good hit onto Roadkill right there, and Roadkill gets hit by the vertical spinner. Now, this is probably going to be Roadkill's toughest challenge yet. They have lost fights before, but they were due to very unfortunate circumstances. I guess the only real machine that really does have Roadkill's number is Primeval. But Primeval, of course, they're just not a very successful machine. But Endgame most definitely is, and now they're going into the CPZ with Toxic Seahorse. Although I think Endgame could be the ones to do it. We saw them in the World Championships eliminate head-on collision from there, which is a very similar machine to Roadkill. It's a very low to the ground, invertible pusher with very flat sides, but Roadkill seems to be lower than Endgame. And look at this, Endgame are struggling right now. The number 3 seed, a Mayhem champion, the 20 Robot Rumble winner. Oh, coming in for a good little hit right there. That was a very good hit, but Roadkill still on their feet and still coming in some good pushes. This is a great match to kick off Slammiversary, the 2-year birthday for Roadkill Wars Omega. In comes Matilda, coming with that rear spinning flywheel, and Roadkill gets underneath Matilda. Oh my god, it's just like the Halloween special all over again. And of course, Roadkill debuted then, and they look very impressive, but we never thought they'd become like probably the most dominant machine in Robot Wars Omega. And they're proving that to be the case right here. But Endgame now trying to get out of that vertical spinner in underneath again. Such a low to the ground robot, but Roadkill getting in underneath Endgame. And the thing is, Endgame are struggling. Endgame are legit struggling right now. I thought we'd be seeing a new champion in Endgame, but Roadkill, they're just lower. That's the thing, they're just lower than Endgame! But it doesn't matter! Because one hit is enough from that vertical spinner! And we have a new Ultimate Challenge champion! And his name is Endgame! Cease. Your winner and new Ultimate Challenge champions, Endgame! Oh my god. I am stunned. Roadkill has finally lost the Ultimate Challenge Championships. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Endgame have done it. They pulled it off. I thought Roadkill were going to win that. They seem to be lower, but Endgame, they just got in that one hit that they needed. And they sent Roadkill over the wall and out. And Roadkill, the motor stopped, but the motor of Endgame spinner is spinning. And I have a feeling that this machine could become the new longest reigning Ultimate Challenge champion. It's got all the tools to do it. The wedge, the spinner, the Shreemek, the 4-wheel drive. And honestly, I think you're going to need more than cheat codes to beat this game, if I'm going to be honest. Well, to Endgame, they are the new Ultimate Challenge champions. Our next match is for the Tag Team Terror Championships. Coming in first, our Tag Team Terror champions, the Anvil and the Hitman, the Hart Foundation. Oh yes, here they are, the Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation. We saw the Ultimate Challenge champions drop their belts, so will these two drop their belts? Well, we'll have to wait and see. They're both a very unique pair. And of course, as we saw them beat Tornado and Storm 2 in their debut match, this is their second ever fight, and they're already Tag Team Champions, and they're hoping to defend and keep that unbeaten streak going. Of course, the Anvil, nice low wedge, a shuffler, can knock robots away, whereas the Hitman can come with the flip, the excellence of execution. Should be a very good battle, this I reckon, and they're both two really good tag teams. And we'll see how these two do. Of course, as I said, in their debut match, they beat Tornado and Storm 2 to become tag champs. But can they defend it, I wonder? And it will be the Anvil going in the corner with the Hitman starting it off first. And their opponents, the pair of Corrosive 2 and Toxic Crusader, the former Tag Team Terror champions, the Toxic Family. Oh yeah, here are the Toxic Family right here. Corrosive 2 and Toxic Crusader. Two very strong flippers. Of course, Corrosive 2 has been completely rebuilt since last time. They say the flipper's a lot less powerful, but it's much lower and a lot more controlled. Toxic Crusader is still the same old Toxic Crusader that we all know. they were awarded the Tag Team Championships in Maximum Overdrive due to winning it in an off-air tournament before Road Wars Omega became televised. But they recently lost, they lost it to Tornado and Storm 2 at the end of the Tag Team Terror tournament. But they're hoping to regain what is rightfully theirs. And with these two strong flippers, and with Corrosive getting a new design, I reckon we could see them become a double Tag Team Champion right here. But we'll have to wait and see. And well, they're both a very nice pair, so we'll see how they do. And for this match, it will be Corrosive 2 starting off first. So we're going to have Corrosive 2 and the Hitman, two strong flippers, Tox Crusader and the Anvil waiting in the corner. This is bound to be one awesome tag team title match. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So we've already seen one title change. Will we see another? Well, let's wait and see. As we got three strong flippers this fight, and already Corrosive 2 comes with a good flip right there. In onto the Hitman. The Hitman completely misses a flip though, and Corrosive 2 is going to try and take advantage. Oh god, for a second then, I thought the Hitman was going to go out the arena then. The Hitman, no, they are able to get in underneath Corrosive 2, and they flip them up and over. And now they're trying to come for some more good flips right here. And again, and oh god, in comes the Anvil. Oh, the Anvil trying to come for shove, but the floor flipper got in the way. The slight raise on the floor flipper did get in the way then. Oh, the Hitman's in the pit. The Hitman's in the pit. Oh, but look at Corrosive 2. Corrosive 2 has been absolutely squished by the Hitman. Although Toxic Crusader are they going to try and right their body? They're going to try and save their body, although they're really struggling to. Toxic Crusader trying to get the Hitman out of the way so they can maybe just right their twin actually, their non-identical twin. They do have a little brother now, Acidic, who we're seeing later on, but no. I think that's it for Corrosive 2. After a great slam from the Anvil, and oh, another good hit right there. And I think Corrosive 2, yep, they're on the drop zone. Toxic Crusader, self-rights, they are trying to get away. And oh, the Anvil comes in the flip, but what is going to drop from the drop zone? 3, 2, 1. Oh! It's a Lego Batman set that I've not made. I was hoping to make it for a bot, but it has all the wrong pieces, so it's just still left in the box. Well, Corrosive 2 is well and truly flattened out of it. That's a shame. They need to fix that flipper reliability before we see them again. Meanwhile, the Anvil and Tox Crusader are currently having a pretty good tussle right here, but Tox Crusader just doesn't have a response for that low bid of the Anvil. Who thought that would actually be the costing factor here? He just can't get in underneath them. And the Anvil comes in for another good slam, and again, Toxic Crusader trying to get in underneath, but they just can't. They just can't get in underneath the Anvil, and Toxic Crusader on their side, and that could be it for them. That could be it for them right here. And I think the Anvil knows it. They're going to leave Toxic Crusader on their side. And, well, Toxic Crusader, well, the Anvil basically dominated all of them, didn't they? And Toxic Crusader, yep, they're deemed as immobile. You may be able to suffer right now, but it's far too late, lads. Oh, and then they get floor flippered out the arena. Well done to the Anvil. They basically carried up for his team then. Cease. Your winners and still tag team champions, the Anvil and the Hitman, the Hart Foundation. Well, the Hitman, yep, they're self-righting out the pit now, trying to hop out, and they're still tag team champions. That's impressive. I honestly thought they would struggle against the experience of the Toxic Twins, but no. Corrosive got very unfortunate getting flattened, and Toxic Crusader, they just couldn't get underneath the Anvil, and they eventually got tipped on their side. The Hart Foundation, though, they retain their belts, despite the Hitman going in the pit. But a good effort from the Toxic Twins, but it wasn't enough. And I think they're going to have to try a bit harder if they want to regain their tag team belts. Our next match is the Streak in the Making match. Two 1-0 machines will fight it out to see who'll keep their streak and whose will end their streak before it even began. First up, Slicer! Here is Slicer, a 1-0 machine They've only ever had one fight, and that fight was against Philippa 2 in Request Fights Fight Night, where they won, with a little help from Rhino. But don't let that help fool you, as that drum is vicious, and they even have a really low wedge at the back. Should be interesting, and honestly, I think this machine could be the one to replicate, maybe even surpass Whiplash's winning streak. They only have had one fight. They're, of course, unbeaten in Robot Wars in real life as well. Only appearing in Dutch Robot Wars Series 1, where they won it. And they're hoping to, well, add, well, the new longest winning streak and a Robot Wars Omega Championship to their list of accolades. And their opponents, the youngest member of the Toxic family, Acidic! Now, of course, Acidic, I'd say they got the more pedigree than Slicer. Of course, their only victory was in Robomania in a Wildcard Warriors match where they absolutely destroyed the legendary Chaos 2. That spinner is incredibly powerful, they're invertible, and, well, they're hoping to maybe save a bit of grace for their family, as well. As we know, we saw Toxic Crusader and Corrosive 2 crash out to the Hart Foundation for the Tag Team Championships. They're hoping to be the one to go 2-0 and send Slicer down to 1-1. They're invertible, they've got a good horizontal spinner. They're probably the favourites to win this, but honestly, I think these two are very evenly matched. So it's very interesting to see who will come out on top in this fight, to see who will start a streak and whose streak will end. And in the corner patrol zone for the CPZs, we have Rhino with that ramming lifting tusk, and Virus with the crusher and those lifting spikes. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Interesting fight here, and Slicer's going for an interesting tactic, going wedge first, and as you can see, that wedge is trying to nullify that spinner of Acidic. Oh! But that didn't work, did it? They're upside down, but they're still trying to use the wedge. They're still trying to use the wedge to try and nullify the effects of that spinner. But now, oh, and now they do come for a good hit with that drum. That was a very good hit right there. And now they're trying to get that wedge in underneath. This is a very tactical display by Slicer. And look at this, the spinner's stopped. And now, oh, trying to come for a good hit right there. Acidic gets knocked around right here at the minute. But now Slicer tries to get that wedge in underneath. And they're trying to push Acidic. Oh, but they're going to Vice. You really don't want to be there, lads. You really don't want to be there, the Dutch boys. Oh, Slicer. Oh, but look at this. Acidic are appended on their side. And I don't think this is what they were meant to do. But if you can see, Acidic are on their side. And this is a very good tactical shown by Slicer to manage to get Acidic like that. That's impressive. And I think Slicer will be the ones to go up to 2-0, as Acidic will go down to 1-1, and in comes Virus with that grabbing arm of Acidic onto Acidic. And I think they're going to dump them in the pit. That is incredibly unfortunate. And Acidic, they just look stunned. And they're pitted. Just like that. Cease. Your winners, and going up to 2-0, Slicer. Well, is this the new unbeaten streak of Slicer? We've seen Whiplash and Diamond Storm have their legendary unbeaten streaks get broken. Will this be the new unbeaten streak to replace it? Well, with that tactics, using that wedge to deflect Acidic, get them on their side, that was impressive. I think we could be seeing Slicer go unbeaten for a bit, depends on their opponents, but with that tactic, in combination with that wedge and spinner combination, I think the sky's the limit for this machine, and we've only seen its potential just start to show. But now, let's go in to our main event. But now it's time for our main event. The Grated Carrot Farewell match. This will be Grated Carrot's last ever fight in Robot Wars Omega. And here is Grated Carrot. As you can see, a legendary Robot Wars Omega machine, a fan favourite of many, but the team want to retire it, and they want to retire it here on the channel anniversary. There's no better fitting time than this. Of course, the Black Friday Brawl champions, Destructive Spinner, Invertible. Although unreliable, they've never been too successful in the mainline competition. But we'll see how Grated Carrot will do, and see if it can stand up to its successor in this farewell match. And here is that successor making their Robot Wars Omega debut. Grated Carrot Requiem. And I'm afraid of this machine. It's got that low front wedge, that destructive vertical spinner which can uppercut many machines. The team had help from Team Absolution. The spinner is incredibly destructive. It can self-rot on its side. It's very durable. It's basically the total package. And honestly, if this machine loses, I'll be incredibly surprised. But in a way, that would be a nice way to send Grated Carrot off. But there is no better way to retire Grated Carrot other than on the channel anniversary, fighting its replacement, the sequel, the vicious Grated Carrot Requiem. And honestly, this is what the term main event was made for. Emotions, drama, action. I think we're going to see it all in this fight, and I cannot wait. And overseeing this main event, we have Rhino and we have Toxic Seahorse. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go. The Grated Carrot farewell match. It'll be Grated Carrot's last ever fight in Roadkill Wars Omega, because, well, they have a sequel now. They have a sequel, but look at that wedge on. Oh my god! I was going to say that wedge seems to be sticking up, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter when that happened at all. Although Grated Carrot, they want to give a last good showing before they eventually retire, but... And they have damaged that wedge a bit. They're going to need to repair that, but that's basically just cosmetic damage. That's just meant to keep in with the carrot theme. As look at this right here. By Grated Carrot Requiem causing all this damage too. Its predecessor, and this is disrespectful to the predecessor, I believe. Although Grated Carrot Requiem, its spinner just seems to be a bit wobbly, but due to the oh, they very nearly drove in the pit then. Oh, now can Grated Carrot actually end this with a victory? I wonder. Well, I wonder, because at this point, the answer is a strong no. Although, wouldn't that be a great debut for Grated Carrot Requiem to take out, well, its predecessor, the legend that is Grated Carrot? Well, we'll have to wait and see. And Grated Carrot Requiem, they say that they want this machine to win a series. That's what they're hoping for. They're in it to win it. And their first ever fight in Roadkill Wars Omega is against Grated Carrot Requiem, and off goes one of the waist. Oh my god, it's on Grated Carrot Requiem! It's on Grated Carrot Requiem! Grated Carrot Requiem's lost one of its weights! Oh my god! It's lost one of its weights! That is impressive! Grated Carrot, there's still some fighting breath left in it! There's still some fighting breath left in it! They may be about to retire, but they're still fighting! Although Grated Carrot Requiem, this is what I mean by how durable it is. One of the weights may be gone, but the spinner is still causing damage. Although, trying to uppercut Grated Carrot right here with that vertical spinner. Oh, the spinner's gone. The spinner is gone. And I think that's it for Grated Carrot. I think that's its final breath. Oh, and they're out the arena. Oh, no. Well... that is it. Grated Carrot's Roadkill Wars Omega career is over. And, well, this is the new machine that's in its place. Grated Carrot Requiem. It may have lost one of its weights, but that was impressive. They were still able to get the Uta. They were still able to rip the spinner out of Grated Carrot, despite all of that. And, well, rest in peace, Grated Carrot. Rest in peace. Cease. Your winners, Grated Carrot Requiem. Oh yeah, it's a sad day here in Roadkill Wars Omega, but we've seen a new machine, and what an impressive new machine it is. And that new machine is Grated Carrot Requiem. That destructive vertical spinner that absolutely mullered Grated Carrot, ripped off the spinner, sent out the arena, and that was when it was missing one of these. It was missing a weight, and it was still able to do all of that. I think people are going to be incredibly scared of this machine, as this has potential to be the most destructive vertical spinner in Roadkill Wars Omega history. Grated Carrot though, well, it's going to be kind of sad to see it go, but out of the old and in with the new, they say. Out of the old and in with the new. But Grated Carrot did fight valiantly. They did have one last fighting spark left in it, but as soon as that spinner came out, that was when it lost its fighting spark, and well, they're retired. No, we won't be seeing Grated Carrot anymore in Roadkill Wars Omega. As well, we have this scary replacement for that. Anyways, Slammiversary is over. It's quite an emotional night, in all fairness, but emotions in Roadkill Wars Omega, well, we totally don't get emotional moments, but that's one of them. And we'll see you again next time for Maximum Overdrive 2, but until then, the bot builder, out. Well, that's it. That's it for Grated Carrot. His career's over. Just like that. It was a great run. It was a great run while it lasted. Fought so many legends. Carbide, Aftershock, Foxic. Tons of great machines. Cobalt as well. But in the end, it was never really the most successful machine, but we didn't care. It was still popular. People loved it. People made models of it. All of that. And when it did win the Black Friday Brawl, that was a hype moment. Grated Carrot finally got to show off its potential. But, alas, it's over. And, well, Grated Carrot Requiem is the replacement. But at least Grated Carrot can know well that people will be sad to see it gone, and it will be remembered as the mascot, the first true mascot of Roadkill Wars Omega. Farewell, Grated Carrot. Farewell, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss the carnage, the destruction, the disc flying off, the disappointment, all of that. I'm gonna miss it, but what has to be done, has to be done, and, well, you have to enjoy your retirement. So, Grated Carrot. One last thing I have to say. Hope you enjoy your retirement, and farewell. Goodbye, Grated Carrot. It's a good run while it lasted. And maybe we'll see you again soon, but not for now. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. You've been watching Roadkill Wars Omega in your house Slammiversary. And until next time, the bot builder, out.